Good morning everyone.
Morning.
Alright. So welcome to our next module, which is on training and development. This is the Certified Human Capital Professional Program. I believe you have gone for the module 1 and module 2. So this will be the module 3 on training and development. So before we start, let me just introduce myself. Alright. So my name is Sharizan Sharkawi. In terms of qualification, I have got a PhD, qualification in Human Resource Management. I have about more than 25 years of experience in HR, both in the consulting and also as a practitioner. So when I say practitioner, meaning I basically assume the role function of HR in organizations. And the organizations that I've worked with are both multinationals and local conglomerates in various industries. So as you know, multinationals will be companies that are globally. Local conglomerates are companies which are locally from within the country, but are involved in various industries like property, construction. So I've been in various companies, both in multinationals and conglomerates. When we talk about area of specialization in HR, my passion is mostly in these areas of L&D, which is learning and development. OD is organizational development, and talent management. So these are all different functions of HR, but of course there are other functions of HR, which you know, which some of the other functions would be like recruitment. We have compensation and benefit. So these are the other. These are my area of specialization on these few areas, and I'm also member of MRHRM and QRAM. Just to just give some introduction on myself. Okay, so for our program today, we're going to have like a whole day program, but we will maybe touch on just on the first part, the first half of the day, which is in the morning. So we will take a look at some of the areas under training and development. In the first half of the morning, we have a short break, and then we will continue on till the end. Okay, so if we look at this pie chart, looking at the Certified Human Capital Professional, the module content, these are all the different modules that you will be undertaking. Alright, so but I understand you have gone through module 1, which is on career planning and development, module 2, recruitment and selection, and module 3, which is what you're going to go through today, training and development. So there are other functions of HR, but let's just focus. I understand you are all gearing towards becoming HR professionals. So we will take through you one module at a time. But of course, different module will be presented by different trainers. Alright? Okay, so in terms of what we'll be covering today, first of all, maybe just a short introduction about why do we need training, what is the difference between training and development. We will go through the different training and development process in a very systematic approach, from training needs analysis to training design, training delivery, and training evaluation. Okay, so lastly, before we end, we will go through what is the future, what is going to be moving forward in terms of the area of training development. So we'll just go through that briefly. But it's important that you must, as a HR professional, you must know this very important process. Okay, so I've introduced myself. So you need to introduce yourself. Okay, so just introduce yourself in terms of your full name, your nickname. Each and every one of you will have to say something. And I would like to know what was the last training you attended. Okay, what was the last training you attended, and why did you attend that training? And what was your experience after attending the training? Meaning, was it a good experience? it wasn't a good experience at all, yeah, either good or bad, and why? If it was a good experience, why do you say that it was a good experience? Oh, I learned a lot. I managed to capture certain knowledge. Yeah, if let's say you attended a hands-on program, let's say on digital marketing, using all these, TikTok part of your digital marketing. I mean, just an example. Yes, you like that training very much. And what the reason why? Because I was able to even immediately apply that program, yeah, into my business, my online business and things like that, just as an example. Okay, so and lastly, what is the expectation from this course? So what is the expectation from this program that we are having today? Alright, so think, yeah, write down on a piece of paper or on your handphone, yeah. I give you about 5 minutes and I will then call out each and every one of you. You have to introduce yourself, okay? Alright, done? 5 minutes from now, yeah. From there, can see clearly, yeah? In terms of the experience in attending the training, it can be many reasons why you like or you don't like the trainer, the training itself. Maybe because of the trainer, maybe you feel the content was not what you expected, or it can be due to many reasons. Yes, this program. This course that we are going on today is on training and development. Okay. So what is your expectation from this course of training and development today? Alright. Okay, ready? Yeah, I only give one person 1 minute to introduce yourself. Alright. Maybe I'll start with the lady in black. No, it's okay. Just introduce yourself from where you sit, but make your voice clear.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharizan. You can call me Iza. Okay, from my previous training, I attended a career development training.
Okay.
Why did I attend the training? Because I want to boost my confidence before entering the job market. Okay, because I have a few past experience. I just want to reassure what it can take me because I want to stay relevant to compete in the job market.
Okay.
Maybe there is some opportunity that I have not known before that I will get in the future.
Okay.
From the training.
So that training you attended is out of your own initiative?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I just want to know about myself more.
Alright.
Okay. After the training, I feel really assured and less anxious about my career path. And I feel satisfied with the training because he gave me the thing that I've never heard before, and it boosts my confidence.
Okay.
And my expectation from this course is when we talk about human capital, I think what is good is to have extra soft skills like cert in terms of our career, my future career path.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Iza. Maybe we go to our friend here.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Faizuddin and my nickname is Faik.
Faik. So we call you Faik, yeah? All right.
So last training I attend is IG and TikTok ads marketing.
IG and TikTok ads marketing. All right.
Because I want to boost my business and enhance my awareness, my business awareness.
So you have your own side business?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
what do you think about that training you attended? How was your experience?
It's good because the training helped me to not burn my money because it's quite complex to run the ads.
Okay.
So when you know the proper way to run the ads, you maximize your capital to make the ads.
Okay. So meaning your experience from that training was that you are able to gather a lot of knowledge, hands-on knowledge on TikTok ads. Okay. All right.
Run the ads. So the rest is expectation.
Yeah. From this training.
I expect to be a good leader from this training and how to recruit a good talent.
Okay, but this is more on training, training development. So your focus our focus today is very much on training and development. All right. Okay. Thank you. We go to our friend in beige on grey color.
The last training that I attended was the digital business and marketing class. If any of you ever heard of the organization named Hasbul Brothers, so I attend the class from them.
Marketing.
Mostly focused on content creation. And
okay.
if, as you guys know, nowadays we mostly focus on online marketplace. So I own a business as an entrepreneurship. I need to sharpen my skills on content creation because the content need to be engaging. So I learn more practical strategies from Hasbul Brothers. And also after attending the training, I found myself more confident in planning and executing content strategies. And for your information, to do content, we need to do a planning first. We cannot simply just post anything we think can get engagement, something like that. We have to plan before. And then I also start applying branding principles more deliberately, such as maintaining consistent visuals and brand messaging across platforms.
Okay. So you have learned a lot of
Yes.
practical knowledge, especially on content creation,
Yes.
yeah, to help boost your business.
Yes.
Alright, so basically the facilitator or the trainer was really
Yes,
engaging,
very much.
a lot of information you gathered. Alright, good. So what is your expectation from this training?
So this journey is about certificate of human capital, right? So honestly, I wanted to learn how to manage and develop talent more effectively. Especially today, I already have two staff that I need to manage and handle. So I really hope this training can motivate me how to train them well to be a professional staff.
Correct. Good answer. Thank you very much, Ilya.
Yeah.
Okay. We come back to here. Lady with the patch on the face.
Okay, my name is Nur Atira binti Junaidi and everyone call me Ati. And then the last training I attend is almost the same as Ilya, but mine is sales and social media training. Why I attend is because the training itself is about the skills to create the poster, to post in our
Alright.
Instagram.
So it's more in terms of creating a poster.
Yeah.
Okay. So very specific, yeah. But the training is just on that.
On
Alright.
how to create visual
Mhm.
content,
Mhm.
not audio or anything. So why I like about the training is because it is interactive. It's all about colors. I learned on how colors, words, and what figure we put in the content is important to capture our viewers' heart
Attention.
attention. And also why I like to attend training is because I am also a visual person. I am more about visual, and that's why I think the training itself is interesting. So what I expect from this course is I really want to have a really clear understanding of what will we look after this about training and development and what needs in this too.
Alright.
So
Okay. Thank you very much, Atira. Yeah. Ati. Alright. Our gentleman next to you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Dira Azwar bin Muhammad Nazri. People call me Dira.
Alright.
Okay. The last training that I attend was last month, which is AMLA training.
Okay.
It was a boring training actually, but I attended the training is because to boost my knowledge about AMLA because it's related to my business and industry. And then also I attended the training, the visual training, because of the trainer, Mr. Vijay.
So it was a good virtual training.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Last month. Okay. So
Who was the trainer?
Mr. Vijay Rush.
Okay. Alright.
This trainer, he convert the boring topic into a great session, which is she like a stand-up comedian.
But at the same time, you're able to understand.
Yes.
Okay.
In the layman term.
Yeah, because like you said, the topic itself is very boring.
Yes.
Okay.
Experience from the training is I basically know the foundation of AMLA, and then before this, of course, I know.
Everybody knows what is AMLA? Can you give the
Okay,
what does AMLA stands for?
Anti-Money Laundering.
Okay. Anti-Money Laundering Act.
Yes.
So it's a law for those money laundering.
Before that, I just read it online. Now, I just want to know more about the foundation of AMLA. Then expectation in this training is I want to focus more on training and development to be in the professional in the industry.
Okay, alright. Thank you very much, Dira. Yes, you.
Okay, hi, my name is Nisha Sharizan Sharkawi. So my last training that I attended was soft skill training. Since I believe also important.
Alright. What soft skill do you attend?
Communications.
Oh, okay.
In HR is very important to have very good communication skills since we always interact with people.
Correct.
So I expect to learn from this training.
Okay, but how was your experience from that training you attended?
Since it was a communication training skills, so
Uh-huh.
of course it was so fun. Definitely the speaker is also important in communication.
Okay.
I learned a lot, but I also learned how to tackle problem in HR. So how to critically thinking in HR. So from this training, I expect to have a wider view on training and development, not only how to apply to employees and all, but also to myself
Okay.
as well.
Alright, thank you very much, Nisha. Alright, then we move on to the last guy here. So we complete this table first. Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Adi Hakim. You may call me Adi. And my last training that I have attended is business ethics. It's more to attire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So why did I attend the training is actually because it's part of our training in Sagabi. So we have to learn about how we attire ourselves, when we are meeting someone.
Okay. And for different occasions, how do you dress?
Yes.
Alright.
So what I experienced after attending the training is actually it's quite fun because I learned about the color combinations. Yeah, so
Color block?
yeah, all of that, and also what kind of attire that actually bring out our personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Good.
Okay.
Alright.
So what did I expect from this course? Actually, I expect to upskills my skills and knowledge, and also my background is actually a HR. So it's a perfect course for me to learn more on the training and development.
Okay. Alright. Thank you very much, Adi. Let's complete these few ladies that we still have here. Yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Sharizan Sharkawi.
Okay.
But in this call,
Shah. Alright.
the last training I attended is about 6 months ago. It's about leadership training in Sharizan. I joined the training session because it was organized by my company, where we all get together to learn more about leadership. We also exchange experience and insight on how we handle situation, because everybody have like different situation they encounter, different conflicts. So we share.
So was it like a team building session?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's more of team building training. Okay.
2-day, 1-night training.
Okay, in Janda Baik.
Yes.
So how was your experience attending that program?
It's a great session because I get to know each other better, I get to know my colleague, and also I learn only what leadership is. And then after the training session, I found myself more confident to meet people and how to handle a situation more calmly.
Okay. Alright, so what do you expect from this training?
From this training, I expect to learn more about training development and maybe apply it in my career.
Okay. Thank you very much, Shah. Yes.
Hello to everyone. My name is Sharizan Sharkawi. You call me Sarah. And for the recent training I attended was creative digital marketing.
Okay.
Creative digital marketing.
Okay, digital marketing.
Managing director.
Alright.
We went there. I was there for the purpose I want to improve myself with new skills, knowledge, and technology advancement today. When I was there, I realized that marketing out there is more than what we say. It's not just about the product, connect the brand and the product to our customers through multiple channels. And in terms of technology advancement, I realized that the utilization of search engine optimization is quite useful for brands.
SEO.
Yes, SEO. It's optimizing website to improve the company or the brand visibility and ranking them on search engine result page. For example, when we search Abah Sembilan, so it will be in the top of the website, right? And
But you have to pay for that.
yes, for that.
Okay, so your training that you attended also very hands-on.
Yes.
Yeah, you can immediately apply after attending the program.
Not really, but the company,
Yeah.
we did the training development regarding on the search engine optimization, and the company come up with maybe around 2 staff that require the skill to apply in the search engine optimization. And then
Your expectation?
or my expectation from this course, same with previous training I attend, I hope this course can expose me to something that can offer can give me valuable insights towards training and development, and I wish to learn something that can be beyond my expectation regarding human resource.
Alright, thank you very much, Sarah. Alright. Okay, last but not least, our friend.
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Yeah.
So my name is Iski bintu Masha, and they call me Iski. So the last
Very unique name, yeah? Iski.
Iski. Yes. Okay, the last training that I attend is first aid and fire marshal. It's
Okay.
conducted by it's part of our HID plan training. So it's a good opportunity to enhance the employee readiness
So,
for preparing.
You do all this CPR and all
Yes.
that?
So the training will equip us with the skill of the CPR and first resolution for any emergency. And then for fire marshal, they train us how to find the what to do during the fire situation. And from that training, actually, I found myself be more alert on any hazard. And if I go any shopping mall or any building, I will look at the exit route, exit emergency route. And we also equip my house with the fire extinguisher, and we maintain on the hazard or the safety.
So it was really beneficial for you because after the training, you equip your house with the right equipment to ensure that your house is also safe. Yeah?
Yes.
Alright. And your expectation from this course?
Okay, so this course is a human capital training, and I assume that human capital is not only for the HR, but it's a heartbeat for the organization. So I hope from this course I will grow with alongside with our team, my team in future career, and we work align with the company objective to meet the goals. And yes, I hope I can be a good leader.
Alright. Thank you very much, Iski. Okay, so if you listen to some of all the different trainings attended by your friends in this class, some attended on soft skill, some attended on technical skills like safety, first aid, some attended on really practical skills like for example TikTok ads, digital marketing. Some even attended on the law aspect. So there are various types of training, some soft skills, some hard skills. We will take a look later what are the difference between soft and hard skills. But what were the reasons that you attended this program in the first place? So there must be an intention at the beginning and the reason why you wanted to go to attend that training. Like for our friend over there, Ilya, she wanted to boost her business. She wanted to know more practical things that could be implemented in her own company to improve sales, for example. Yeah, so there must be reasons. If you look in an organization, why do you think some people get to go for training, some people don't get to go for training, and what's the reasons that they attend training? Knowledge, yeah. But who decide that? Okay, Dira, I think you should go and attend this training. Is it your own wish or the company's wish? Both. All right. Okay.
If for me, individually, I want to get the knowledge. Then for the scope of the company, maybe I need to meet the requirement for the numbers.
Alright. So some organizations, I think most organizations will have a KPI of how many hours of training that you have to attend in a year. Okay, so you need to meet that KPI. But the kind of programs that you need to attend will then depend on your area that you need to develop. So it's either you aware about what is lacking in yourself that you need to develop further, or it's your immediate superior. Yeah. So we will take a look at later at why and how some of the training is being implemented in an organization. Yeah. So let's begin. So there was just some ice breaking. Yeah. So that we get to know one another. Please make sure you all remember some of your friends' names. Yeah, in the class today. So we have Dirar, we've got Atira, Nisha, Faik, Adi, very good memory. We've got Shah, Sarah, Isq, yeah, I remember because such a unique name. And then we have Ilya, and the first one, Iza. Okay. So let's start. Do organizations need training? Yes. Yeah, definitely. The answer is yes. So, however, we must know the purpose and functions of training before we can use it. Not everybody will have the opportunity to go for the same training. There may be different training each person needs to go. Alright? So this is the gap concept. Yeah? Let's say the situation is when we talk about this graph, we look at performance and we look at time. Okay? So the expected curve, yeah, in terms of performance is here. This is the expected curve, the one in red. But the actual performance is the one in dark blue. So meaning there is a gap. So what happens to this gap? How do we need to ensure that this actual curve will eventually go to the expected curve of performance and result? In training terms, there could be many reasons that there is a gap in terms of performance. But in training terms, this means we need to develop programs to fill the gap. There are reasons why there is this gap in terms of performance. Maybe not enough budget, they can't produce certain things. But we are now just looking in terms of training. Yeah. So if we look in terms of training, so maybe our people are not skilled enough to produce the expected results, expected curve. So in other words, this means we need to develop programs to fill that gap. Alright? So, okay, this is actually the volume. 1,000 cars, but the actual performance, the actual output is 800. So how do we ensure that we meet that another 200 of production of cars? Alright? Okay. So when we talk about the gap concept, the possible reasons for not making the 1,000 cars, as I mentioned just now, maybe not enough resources, the poor machines, or the staff itself. Their skills are not up to mark. They are still not able to do certain things which are able them to produce up to 1,000 cars. So as as training expert, we must analyze the situation to determine if the expectation was too high. Do you think the expectation of achieving 1,000 cars, was it not feasible at all? Or was the target achievable? Is training the only way to make it happen, or are there any other factors? So if you are in your own organization, if you are the management team, okay, this is a situation, we are only producing 800 cars, but we need to produce 1,000 cars. What could be the solution for us to meet that 1,000 cars? So you will be having people from production, you are having people from, let's say, the supervisor, and then really going through in terms of the issues, what's happening in the production line. So there could be many reasons. It could be because of resources, it could be because of the machine itself, it's already old, not able to cater for that high productivity, or you need to evaluate your production workers, people in the line. Are they missing in action, absenteeism? Maybe a lot of people are missing from work. Are they suddenly too many of old age group of people that they are not able to produce? Or you basically need to look at what is happening with the human capital as well. Right? So, one exercise. Imagine you are the managing director of a full service restaurant. So full service restaurant maksudnya it's a dining in with the full kitchen. It's not like kiosk kind of place. It's a full service restaurant. And one day you receive a complaint letter from a guest reporting she or he was not satisfied with the follow-up regarding criticism of being overcharged in one of your restaurants. So you have a guest coming to your restaurant and then file a complaint because in the receipt there was certain item that was overcharged. So first of all, why was the complaint made? Do you think there is a training needed for that? And what would you do if you are the managing director? Can you just think through? We will have a discussion, maybe one group there and one group here. You can just discuss why was the complaint made. Can you try and answer these questions? Do you think there is training needed in this situation? And what would you do if you are the managing director? Alright? So I give you about not 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and we will discuss 5 minutes. Okay? Alright? The first question is quite straightforward lah. Alright. So the more thinking needed is actually the second and the third one. Do you think there is a need to do the training and in what kind of area?
First is
Then after this, I will just get one representative from the group to answer, okay? Okay? Ready? Ready. Alright. So I was hearing a lot of discussion in this table. Maybe we get a representative from here. So can you just answer some of these questions and what do you think is happening and what should be done? Somebody? Okay, Sharizan. Just answer the whole thing.
For this,
Can you decide?
for this exercise, we discussed they made the complaint because they are feeling unsatisfied with the service, which is first they are overcharged, and then when they made the complaint, the service at the restaurant did not follow up properly, maybe like just half-hearted, so they feel unfair because they have to pay more from the actual one. So is there a training needed for this? Yeah, maybe in the future.
But what do you think is actually the problem here?
The problem, the customer satisfaction.
Okay. Okay, so the customer is not satisfied lah, in other words. So then how do you relate to the training?
Okay, so the training that the staff might need to go is on customer service.
Okay, alright.
Because one thing I think in the F&B industry, the frontliner is the customer service.
Okay.
They are great and
Uh-huh.
are able to layan the customer properly customer will be like
Happy,
satisfied lah,
yeah.
happy. And
Alright.
other thing which is pejam mata dari sikit-sikit.
So if you are the MD of the company, what would you do then?
Oh, so on that particular situation,
Mhm.
first I will go to the customer and apologize and check what are the overcharged item, and then I will try to explain to the customer.
You yourself will do it, or
Yes.
okay, you as MD will do it?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Okay. Just asking.
Manager I will do, but this one is a managing director. I will ask my manager to go.
So you're manager of customer service lah, alright?
I will ask
Okay.
the manager to go and
Yes.
compensate them, maybe offer some discount on their next purchase.
Okay, alright. Thank you very much. Can we hear somebody from Malaysia? Thank you very much. This group. Adi, yes?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
First of all, it's a full service restaurant, right? Okay. Why was the complaint made almost as same as the dance group? It's actually might be the service might be not up to their expectation, which is the customer expectations. So that's why the reason they criticize the restaurant on the service. So is there the training need? Might be yes. It's not might be, it's yes, because how the service will not explain to the customer, which I mean the customer service did not explain what they did towards the customer, or how they fulfill that.
Now I want to be a bit more detailed. So you were talking about customer service. You also talking about customer service, customer complaint. But if you want to develop a program, a training, what actual training area do you think is required for this kind of issue?
Support training.
I don't want to know the term or whatsoever, but in what aspect of the training that is needed to key in, pressing into the bill, okay? How about your group?
SOP.
SOP. Okay, alright, okay. So that is the training needed lah, yeah. And your group, what do you think that the MD should do?
The MD, okay,
How do you can, okay, you have an angry customer, they made complaint, but then nobody seem to, care from your organization to even, apologize or say sorry or anything. So as an MD, what would you do? Because this is a full service restaurant, maybe it's like a well-known restaurant in the country. So you've got to maintain your reputation, let's say Chef D1 restaurant. So as the MD of the company, what would you do?
First of all, of course, we meet with the customer and then apologize to the customer and listen to what they want to tell us. So basically, might be there are some of gist of idea that they can give to us, and also
sometimes it's what we call a damage control.
Yeah.
Depending who is the one that is doing that complaint.
Yeah.
If it is just anybody, then that's fine. But if it's somebody influential and they start doing the viral over the TikTok or IG, You're gonna get it, definitely.
Yes.
If I'm not going to go to your restaurant, because that restaurant they overcharge, don't go to that restaurant. So what is that damage control that you're going to do as the MD? So now I'm giving another level up lah kira-kira. Huh? Yeah, but you need to tackle that customer, yeah, and like what you said lah, meet the person individually. Maybe not you as an MD, ataupun like for this group, they'll ask the customer service manager, because by right this should be under the jurisdiction or responsibility of the customer service manager. Yeah, as an MD, you should give empowerment, yeah, to also your subordinate or your department heads. Alright. So, but yes, excuse.
Actually, customer ni, she or he is not certified with the follow up.
Yes. Okay. There's two issues here. I agree. Excuse. One is because I agree that training is on the keying in of the till. Yeah. The cash till. Yeah. In terms of the price of the food, or so that is one problem. So they seem to be an overcharge, yeah? Maybe because she accidentally pressed the wrong button. That is the first issue. Second issue is that it's only realized after this customer has gone back, when she checked the bill, yeah? Because one day, it's not immediately during that visit. One day suddenly the company receives a complaint, and then apparently she had made the complaint, but the follow-up was not done well. Nobody seemed to attend to this complaint. So that even angered the customer. So there are two things here. Satu, yeah, one is the keying in of the items or the food on the machine, and secondly is the follow-up. So I do agree in terms of going through the SOP. Yeah, so if you receive a certain complaint, you must follow certain SOP. Yeah, there should be like within like 24 hours, you must attend to a certain complaint immediately. So apparently, nobody in the company seemed to take care or look after this complaint. Yeah, so the training needed will be maybe technical training on how to handling the machine. The machine itself, the equipment. So maybe whoever that was manning that machine were not experienced enough, or new staff or anything. You need to really look through what is actually the problem. And secondly, the complaint handling. Yeah. So smart response. Yeah. So you must make sure that your people at the customer service must know the SOP clearly. So training on SOP also needed. Yeah. So you need to be really clear in terms of what kind of training is needed. But there will be certain situations. 3 reasons to consider conducting internal needs analysis. So you need to do an internal needs analysis. Sometimes when you have, let's say, a lot of complaints, customer complaint, you see, nowadays you can collect the data very fast, and from there you will see what is the complaints percentage and all that. And from there you can do some kind of investigation. And then also maybe employee obsolescence. Updated. So meaning employees are not technically advanced, they are quite behind in terms of the technology. Maybe because of cultural changes. There are changes in the company. Company is moving towards innovation. Company is moving towards AI, but the employees are not embracing it. The employees are not ready for that. Maybe there's a new system of computerization, automation. So because of this situation, then yes, there is a need to have training, yeah, to ensure that people are up to speed. So because sometimes if a certain organization, they want to go for expansion, they want to be an innovator, but the people are not creative. People are not an innovative people. So you need to provide them with some kind of training and development. Career plateau. You know what is a career plateau? If you look at this graph, you can see you move up and then suddenly it becomes stagnant. It becomes plateau. Yeah. So what happens to these people? Maybe they are not comfortable, they don't want to grow, they don't retrain themselves, yeah? So they have to upskill, so the need for education and training programs. And you seem to see high employee turnover. Bye. A lot of people are saying bye-bye, bye-bye. People are leaving the organization. Why? Why are people leaving the organization? So, you need to, of course, investigate what's happening. Yeah? There may be other issues, but there must be some kind of development plan, not just for new employees, but for the current people. Maybe your company are not investing on development. What is the reason why people join a certain organization? Yes, of course, you want to get the money at the end of the day, at the end of the month, paycheck, right? But you want to grow in the company, isn't it? How do you grow in a company? Before you can climb up the ladder, you need to be prepared. Yeah, I thought before, I think if you would have been familiar with succession planning, you need to be ready to move up to the next level. So, people, when they feel they are not appreciated, they are not being groomed in an organization, they will say bye. Okay, I go elsewhere. So the importance of training, of course, is to maintain qualified products and services. Not just products. Of course, in terms of product, we do not want to have a lot of products that are defect. Especially like cars, yeah. If you have defect cars on the road, what happens? You can hear, I can read a lot of news, yeah. Honda, Volkswagen recall. They have product recall because there are some defect, yeah. So that can impact the reputation of the company, yeah. So you want to maintain qualified products and services as well. You want to ensure you give good service to your customers, achieves high service standard, provides information for newcomers. Yeah, so that is also important, especially newcomers, new people in the organization. They have to be trained.
Yes.
How are they going to get on with their job if you don't give them training? Yeah, refreshes memory of old employees. So you have senior people in the organization, either they want to get themselves to retrain, yeah, ataupun sometimes they will, don't remember certain things, yeah, which they are no longer used to. So you can have refresher training as well, yeah, for all employees. Achieves learning about new things, technology, products, and service delivery. So if let's say the company is going to automate certain thing, going to use a new system, everybody in the organization will have to be trained with that new system. Yeah. So I mean, like in the introduction just now, all of you, some of you are very gearing up with this new technology on digital marketing, content creation. So there are new ways of marketing nowadays. Yeah, not just the olden days of sending flyers. Yeah. So, and you need training to reduce mistake, because the more mistake you make, it's going to be costly for the organization. Yeah. So you want to minimize cost. Opportunity for staff to feedback and suggest improvement. Yeah. So importance of training is for improvement. Improves communication and relationship for better teamwork. Yeah. So like for our friend here, she attended that team building. What was the purpose of team building? To create good teamwork, to have that sense of belonging, yeah, and also improve relationship, yeah. And yeah, our friend there just now also, she attended that communication skills program, yeah. So that is to improve oneself, yeah, in terms of their soft skill. So there are many benefits of training. You will get knowledge transfer, more resourceful manpower. Your manpower will be more knowledgeable, will have better skills. You will improve quality of work, yeah. you will lower any maintenance costs, because if you look at, let's say, in the production line, sometimes it's just not the fault of the machine, it's the fault of the human not knowing how to maintain the machine. So there are also SOPs on how to maintain the machines. But if the human, the production people, are not doing it correctly, the machine is going to break down. So if you are well trained, your production lines are well trained to maintain the machines, definitely you're not going to incur all these unnecessary costs. Effective operations, longer machine life, and of course, better safety. Our friend who attended safety. So I am very rest assured, everyone in here, if there's any emergency, we can count on his cue. So she knows how to do CPR. Maybe she has a fire extinguisher inside her bag. Because there is this small mini fire extinguisher. Okay, so but most importantly, training is targeted to ensure trainees learn something they can apply to their job. It's no point attending training after you come back from attending training that you don't apply it at all. So then what's the point of attending the program? So it was good that you can actually learn and apply it on the job. So then what is training? Training is a systematic process through which an organization's human resources gain knowledge and develop skills by instruction and practical activities that result in improved corporate performance. This is a complete definition of training. Because it's not just I like to go for training because I like the trainer. Let's do such thing. So it's a systematic process. There are reasons why in an organization there are reasons why you have to attend certain training. But of course, is to get your people to gain knowledge, develop skills by some kind of instruction or practical activities, and the purpose is to improve corporate performance. So at the end of the day, we achieve the goals of the organization, the objectives of the organization. My next question, then what is the difference between training, education, and development? What's the difference between training, education, and development? Okay, training is short term. Okay, task-oriented, targeted on achieving a change of attitude, skills, and knowledge in a specific area. It is usually job related. Education is more of lifelong learning. So you decide to attend an MBA program, a certain certification course. It's a lifetime investment, tends to be initiated by the person in the area of his or her interest. Development is a long-term investment in human resources. So development, then training, apa beza dia? Okay, so we know that education is something that is initiated by the person. Because in an organization, you then sometimes can request, boss, I think I want to go and do my MBA. I want to do my degree if you don't have a degree yet. So that is for your own lifetime investment. But then what's the difference between training and development?
Development is by utilizing our training and education.
So development is even more long term, within the organization. So if we look at the comparison, difference between training and development, we know that training is more short term, development is long term.
For that, team building will fall under training.
Okay, so we will take a look at it later. There are different types of training. Okay, so training designed for non-managers as well as managers, and development normally involve the managerial position. So So it's more for leadership development, for higher level position. Training can be both on technical knowledge and skills, soft and technical. Development is more on conceptual and theoretical knowledge. Right? Training is on specific job related purpose. Development is on the broader overview and general knowledge. Training is concerned with the immediate improvement of the employee, make employee more effective in his current role. Development is a process to make employee efficient enough to handle critical situations in future, equip employee for future demand. So the key word here is future. It's more for long term. Alright? Training is sometimes, this person doesn't know how to key in the cash till just now. Let's send her for training. But development will be looking at, she has the potential to become the future customer service manager. Let's develop her and attend her for some kind of leadership program. So that is more long term. Training is quite reactive, but development is proactive. So you are looking about the future already. This one normally ada masalah, you fighting, you hantar orang tu training. Fighting lah. Bila ada api, right? Learning new things, training is about learning new things and refreshing old one. Development is about implementing the learned session and finding new ones. Alright? So that is the difference. Next, this is the key concept that you must know. Sometimes people call it ASK, sometimes they call it KSA. Sama je. So if we follow the gap concept just now, the one with the diagram with that 200 cars gap, to achieve the achievement. Training is simply a means to use the activities to fill the gaps of the performance between actual results and expected results. So meaning you are currently producing 800, your expectation is 1000. So you have that 200 gaps. So if you follow that gap concept, this gap can actually be separated into three main things. There could be reasons why there is that gap. Maybe is it because of the attitude? Is it because of the skill? Or is it because of the knowledge? Because we're not sure just now, kan? Is it the people yang not equipped with the skill? Or is it because people are not coming to work? Ramai yang absent. So that's why we are not producing up to that level. Or is it they are just not knowledgeable in that area? So if you look at this, in terms of easy, moderately difficult, and most difficult. Rank, A is for attitude, S is for skill, K is for knowledge. So by the level of difficulty, do you think which is more difficult to develop? Attitude ke, skills, or knowledge, and why? Think at your own place and don't look at any handphone. Just think through. Do you feel that attitude is easy, moderately difficult, or most difficult to develop? Or is it skills? Or is it knowledge? So rank in terms of difficulty. Understand? No looking at the handphone, but you all can discuss. So if we do like fetching, which one? Which is which? Done. Oh, very fast. This group is done. Why?
Untuk YouTube. Dia nak
Okay? Boleh ya? Alright, we start with that group. So you think attitude is what? Number 1, 2 or 3? 3. And that group? So you think attitude is number 1, 2 or 3? Most difficult. Skills? Number 2. Knowledge? Number 1. Okay. So I ask this group first. Why do you say that attitude is most difficult? Why?
Because attitude is something that is hard to change. It takes maybe years to change their attitude.
So it takes years for them to change. Why?
Because it is their habit.
Habit?
So to change their habit requires a lot of time, a lot of patience,
Okay.
a lot of training.
Alright. Any do you agree with the answer just now?
Yes.
Alright. So the matching A is to 3, S is to 2, K is to 1. Yeah?
Yes.
Maybe you want to add on to why is attitude the most difficult to develop?
For the attitude, first we need to check what is he or she personality.
Personality.
Yes. We need to fine tune so that our training or our anything lah, we need to capture his personality so that we know how to.
Yeah. So attitude is actually based on your personality, your values, your norms, something that you have been brought up with. Yeah. So habit. Yeah. So something that it's not easy. Pardon? Embedded. It's already embedded in you. Yeah. So it's something which is not easy to be developed. Yeah. But why knowledge is the okay, skills, why do you think that it is moderately difficult, this group? No, skills.
Person can learn certain skills and they can train themselves for that.
But why skills is not easy?
Because it takes time to adapt to the skill.
Okay. Alright.
To master.
Okay, so it takes time to also learn that skill. Yeah.
Practice.
Okay, correct. And knowledge is easy, yeah? Because you can just gain the knowledge, attend any program, read books, yeah, watch YouTube, yeah, you can gain knowledge from there. Good, alright. So a systematic approach to training, yeah, you need, I will then go through some of the process, yeah, the key concepts in preparing a training plan. So like our friend here just now, even when you want to develop content, there must be planning. So when you want to plan and when you want to train people in your organization, you also have to plan. Yeah, anything that we do in our life, we have to plan. Yeah, you know, when you want to when you want to when you want to have a wedding reception, yeah, when you want to have a wedding reception, you have to plan 1 year prior. Yeah. Where, which you know, hall, hotel, things like that. Yeah. So when you want to train, okay, class, attention. When Dira talks about wedding, everybody gets excited. So when it comes to training in an organization, you have to plan. Yeah, you don't just simply send people for no reason. So before you train and develop people, you need to identify what they must know, what they should know, and what would be nice for them to know. Okay, so what they must know is that before they can perform the job, yeah, you are a newcomer, yeah, in your organization, you need to be trained to perform your job. What they should do so that they can improve performance. They are already currently on the job, but what else should they know to further improve their performance? And lastly would be, what would be nicer, yeah, for them to know, but it's not really necessary to perform their duties, but maybe for their future role, yeah, their future engagement, their future development. So what would be nice for them to know? So you need to identify these things first before you plan your training. So there are these 4 phases of training and development process. Number 1 is what we call needs assessment. Number 2, once you are clear about the needs will come from organization, from the task, from the person. Yeah? So you need to know what is required in the organization. If let's say the company is going to go moving forward with AI, with automation, everybody in the organization must be trained in AI. Yeah? Sekarang ni everywhere is AI lah. Even government ministry also going for all AI. Yeah? Then that is at the organization level. Then you go to the task. What is actually required for that task? Yeah? What is needed? What kind of skills? So you need to assess in terms of the task. And lastly is the person. If let's say the person is working on that certain job or that task, but he or she is not meeting or not able to perform, so that means there is a gap. So you need to also assess the person. Right? So phase 1 is need assessment. After you are clear with the assessment, then you start designing the training. How are you going to deliver the program? What is the instructional objectives? What is the current trainee readiness? And what is the learning principles? And phase 3, once you have designed your training, you then implement. So your implementation of the training, how is it going to be done? Is it on the job? Is it off the job? Or is it using management development? So after implementation, of course, we need to
Evaluate.
yeah. So anything that we do, we have to evaluate. Yeah. So maybe after a certain wedding reception, wedding, yeah, you need to also do some kind of post-mortem. So how is the evaluation on the program itself in terms of reaction, learning, behavior, and results? So you want to know how well, how effective are your training? You send these people for training, have they actually learned? Are they able to apply on the job? Or is it just attending program in a hotel, nice food, yeah, nice meeting people? Okay. So those are the 4 phases. What I will do next is to go through one phase at a time. Okay? Are you all still with me?
Yes.
Okay, alright. So let's go to phase 1, conducting needs assessment. So this is the phase 1. And under phase 1, I mentioned just now, we have organization, we have task, we have person analysis. So when we talk about organization analysis, we need to look at what is the current environment in our company, the strategies, the resources to determine where to emphasize the training. So every organization will have their training budget. Yeah, they have their training budget, 1% they will allocate to that training budget. But this training budget will have to be allocated to all the different departments. So who should get what of the budget that has been allocated? So first of all, let's say at organization, broad, I mentioned just now, everybody now in the organization must learn about AI. Yeah, so maybe that is the emphasis in the organization wide. Alright, so that is one training required already. Then we go to the task, the activities to be performed in order to determine the KSA needed. Yeah, which is the knowledge. What is K again? Knowledge as skills, attitude. Okay. So what are these actual KSA needed to perform your task very well? Yeah. So once you know what are the key SA needed, then you look at the person. Because if this the employee who is going to perform, are they able to perform with the knowledge, skills and attitude that they have in order to determine who needs training. So you need to do what we call a person analysis. Where are they at and looking at the task. Are they able to achieve the task or is there a gap in terms of their KSA? So with that gap is when you identify these people or this person is lacking in communication. This person is lacking in terms of their negotiation. This person is lacking in terms of their decision making. Yeah, just as an example. So from there, because in the task that they are performing, they have to do a lot of negotiation. But that person is lacking that part of negotiation skill. So when we talk about skills, we have what we call hard and soft. Okay, hard skills would be things like technical, yeah, tangible, teachable skills needed to do a job, also known as technical skills. Yeah, IT, computer training, machinery, budgeting, accounting training, compliance, these are all hard skills. But when we talk about soft skills, these are subjective skills that are harder to measure, requiring more discretion or judgment, but equally valuable in the workplace. So for example, ethics training, diversity, leadership, communication, team training, time management, interpersonal skills. So these are more of soft skills. Alright? So if I were to ask, which is easier to develop, hard skills or soft skills? Easier to develop, yeah? Again, soft skills takes time. Yeah, hard skills need attitude. Involves attitude, correct? Yeah, this is more on knowledge and skills. This will be knowledge, skills, and attitude. Yes. Yeah. It's so difficult to break certain things when you are so habitual to it. So when we talk about organization analysis, so you need to examine the organization's environment, goals, strategies, performance, and resources. Yeah. Normally, HR personnel, in the organization will collect data such as information on the quality of firm's goods or services, its absenteeism, turnover, and number of accidents. So here, data analytics is important. Yeah, you will need to look at certain data. What is happening currently in the organization? Are there a lot of absenteeism? Are there high turnover? What about number of accidents? So these are data in terms of organization. So you need to do some investigation on that. And the availability of potential replacement and the time required to train them are more important factors in organization analysis. So you have to look at what is available in the organization in terms of replacement, of the time required, because sometimes you may have situation whereby, okay, you've got turnover, you've got absenteeism, but who are definitely people going to feel during these people when they are not available. Alright? So conducting an organization analysis also involves examining the firm's resources, technological, financial, and human. You need to also look at the people that you have in the organization. If let's say in this production line, people were to go missing in action, but production needs to still to run. Production needs to run. Would there be people to do the replacement? Because there are situations whereby production has to run, and then suddenly you've got few of these production operators call in. My wife just delivered. My daughter is in the hospital, or I am sick. So you've got these emergencies, and you need to know the people on the floor who are able to do the replacement on the spot. So these replacement people who are able to do, they also have to be trained. They will also have to be skilled to do the replacement. So you need to do what we call an organizational analysis. So same thing in your organization. If let's say you have got 5 people or the 4 people in your organization, are there going to be class in this room? No, because it's only until lunchtime. Okay, because I saw people looking. Okay, so in this case, we need to do an organizational analysis.
I have a question about absenteeism. Okay, in terms of in case hanya HR, kita adalah manager of certain department. How they handle the situation?
Meaning?
Macam dia kegerapan staff ni selalu sangat tak datang. Apa langkah?
Okay, so this is more on HR topic lah. So if you have problems with people going on MC, all the time, that will have to be case-to-case basis lah. So you need to really look at habits again. Is this something which is habitual? Every Monday, every Friday, the person goes on MC. Then you have to really talk to the person nicely whether what is actually the problem. If let's say the person is not well, physically, maybe you can offer the person to go for full medical checkup, just to really make sure that there is some health issues with the person, and try to make sure that that is covered, settled, because then once you know what's the problem with this frequent absenteeism, MC or things like that, you know what is the reason behind it. So that is difficult to answer because you need to tackle one case at a time. Alright, so that one we can go to another module. Okay. So you need to conduct an organizational analysis, to look at the current firm's resources, technology, financial, and also human. So other issues could be technological change, innovation, globalization, quality and process improvement, mergers and acquisition, restructuring, economic issues, or public policy issues. Meaning these are some other broader issues that the company is facing, but the employees will have to also embrace. They have to also move along. Meaning, if they are lacking in technology because we are going through technological change, then your people will have to be trained. Okay? So that is the first part on organizational analysis. Then we look at task analysis. This is where we study the tasks and duties of the job involved. And then we will do what we call a competency assessment. Analyze the set of skills and knowledge needed for that particular job. So, contohnya, when we talk about, let's say, a job of an accountant. So, what are the sets of skills and competencies needed for the job? So, we need to do a task analysis. And then at what level as an accountant, okay, you've got from level 1 to level 5. So, in terms of numerical skills, an accountant should be at level 4, as an example. Because then, when you do the next person analysis, the person who is doing that accountant job is only at level 2, but the task required at level 4, meaning there is a gap of 2 levels. So you then need to do a competency assessment to look at the person that is holding that particular job. So determine the specific individuals who need training. So then definitely that person will need to go for training lah yang ada gap 2 levels tu. So avoid providing all employees training when some don't need it. So you have to identify the right person to go for what kind of training. Money is key and important in the organization, so you do not want to waste your resources just like that, your financial resources. You have to really identify the right person to go for the right training and at what level. So that is very key. So it helps managers determine what prospective trainees are able to do currently, so that the programs can be designed to provide training that will benefit them. So you have to really clearly identify who is required to go for what training and at what level. So that can be decided, you can identify that from the performance appraisal that you conduct every year. Yeah, when you do an appraisal, yeah, of the individual, information can be used to conduct a person analysis. Yeah, so some organizations they even do a competency assessment, which is outside from the performance appraisal. Okay, next exercise. Imagine you are the plant manager of a factory with 500 workers making ice cream. Wow. For export to Europe. What information and evidence do you need before you can say that the employees need training? Try to list 5 ideas. Just 5. What do you think, what information and evidence do you need before you can say the employees need training? Okay, 5 from this group, another 5 from this group. Check with the camera. You already have these 500 workers already working in your organization. It's just that they are going to make this ice cream to export to Europe. So what information, meaning there is going to be some let's say new export market lah. What information and evidence do you need before you can say that the employees need training? before you can say that these 500 workers needs training. So that is just it, yeah. Meaning, they require training or not, based on what information, based on what data, based on what evidence. Alright. So the group. Alright, they're still discussing. They have got answers already. Yeah, go ahead. Louder.
The first information evidence that we say we need the training is quality assurance.
Quality what? Quality report lah.
Quality assurance macam
Yeah.
assurance
that we are offering to them.
Okay, so evidence. What document do we need to look at? Refer to QA report lah. Yeah, so how well have they done their job and all that lah. So from that, if let's say they are still not able to do certain things, then they need to go for training.
Yes.
That's the quality lah.
Yes.
Quality, yeah.
secondly is quality control.
Quality control.
Just now was
Quality assurance.
Tadi quality assurance.
Yes.
Now it's quality control.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
QA, good, right? Okay, then.
Terus like ISO, halal.
Tak lah, tadi tu
QA. Okay.
QC dia kena tengok.
Okay, QA, QC, then anything else?
Product capacity.
Production capacity. Yes, yeah, they would have a production capacity report. What is the output? Yeah, for the production so far. Yeah. Okay. Alright then.
Safe expert regulatory since they are something to go Europe. So in terms of rate,
The knowledge in terms of the regulatory for export. Alright. Okay.
and the other is standard operation procedure.
SOP.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Thank you. Anything different from this group? Okay. Yes. Tira.
What information edited before employee training is something different from that group is OSHA.
OSHA. Okay.
Professional safety and health.
What is it that you will look at from the OSHA report? Okay, the safety, security, yeah, and in terms of accidents and all that. Okay. Then anything else?
Same like that, quality control.
Okay.
Then maybe some knowledge about law on how to export the
Okay, regulatory on the tariffs and whatnot, like they mentioned this now. Okay.
maybe and
Production level. Okay, so these are some other answers. Of course, we look at accidents report. Okay, something to do with OSHA. Sick leave report. You need to look at how are your people. You're going to produce 500 thing. These 500 people are going to produce this to the Europe market. So you need to look at the current report in terms of sick leave. Employee compensation statistics. Also, you want to look at how much you have to plan. Yeah, in terms of payment, payout. Product control, quality control, wastage report. Yeah, this all under production. Efficiency report. Yeah, this all under production also. Machinery out of order report. Maintenance. Yeah. Staff discipline report. Staff inquiries, complaints, gas complaints, refusal of orders made, quality of product report, market needs and trends, and also demographic data and background of employees. So you also need to look at the demographic of your people. Okay, good. Yeah, some of your answers are all acceptable inside here, but maybe the term is just a bit different. That's all. Alright. So then that is phase 1. Yeah, we go into phase 2, designing. So we now know that at the organizational level, at the needs, phase 1 is needs assessment, correct? Okay. At the needs assessment is where we need to identify what is required in the organization by the task and with the person. the three things. So then we now can move on to the designing of the training program. So normally the issues in training, okay, let me just bring up all the things. Issues in training design, we need to be clear on the objectives. Yeah? What is the trainee readiness and motivation? Yeah, because before you design your training, you need to know their level first. What is their level of readiness and motivation? And what kind of principles of learning are you going to use in designing? And lastly, characteristic of successful trainings. Yeah, because that also plays an important role when you get a good knowledge. Sometimes it depends on the trainer. So some of you mentioned just now in your introduction, during the ice breaking, or I attended the program because the trainer was able, or Dira, turned from something which is very boring into something very lively. Yeah, with the delivery itself. So that is on the characteristic. So let's take a look. Once you have assessed your firm's training needs, the next step is to design the training program. So experts believe that the designing of training program should focus on at least these four related issues. What are they? Yeah. So these are the four things I mentioned just now. The objectives, the trainee readiness, the principles of learning, and the characteristic. Okay. So first one, instructional objectives. So we have to first of all try to look at what is the desired outcome. What is it that we want to achieve at the end of the day? So provide a basis of choosing methods and materials, and for selecting the means for assessing whether the instruction will be successful. Meaning, if you want to create a more motivated training environment, you need to use more positive reinforcement, eliminate threats and punishment, be flexible, have participants set personal goals, design interesting instruction, and break down physical and psychological obstacles in learning. Yeah. So you need. Sorry, this is actually another one. Yeah. That is on objectives. This is on the readiness. Yeah. So first of all, you need to be clear on the objectives. What is the outcome? So when she attended the team building, what is the desired outcome? The desired outcome is to have better bonding, better relationship, better teamwork. Yeah. So if you want to have that as an outcome, what would be the best method? So that's why team building was the best method. Can you do a classroom training to have good bonding among one another? Maybe not. Maybe not appropriate. Yeah, that's not the best method. So then you need to check the trainee readiness and motivation. Training here meaning the employee that is going to attend the training. What is their readiness level? Yeah. So you need to create a motivated training environment by doing all this. Yeah. So have a more flexible approach. Yeah. Have a more positive reinforcement. Yeah. More interactive activity. And when we talk about principles of learning, this is the third issue, just I mentioned. What is it that you want to focus on? Is it focused on learning transfer? Is it focused on method and process? So method and process will be more on hard skills lah. Yeah, will be more on hard skills. So if you want to go for more method and process, so these are some of the principles of learning. You need to have more active practice and repetition, whole versus part learning, mass versus distributed learning, and more on feedback and reinforcement. But if your focus is on learning transfer, so it can be more from meaningful of presentation, modeling, goal setting, and individual differences. So you have to be clear in terms of the principles of learning when you want to design your training. Because again, like right now in class, okay? Or maybe when we talk about in terms of time, in weeks. When this axis is looking at performance, this is looking at in terms of time. After a while, people's performance may go through this plateau period because they are not going to be exponential macam tu. Are there people yang perform terus macam tu? Maybe high achiever. 1%. You know 1%?
Not 1%.
1%. 1%. I thought you know 1%. Yeah. But most of the time, maybe we go through. Sometimes we may go through like that.
Yes.
Yeah. But normally this is the case. Whereby you will go through plateau, stagnation, and then maybe better go up. So that happens in terms of learning as well. Yeah. We don't just learn exponentially. Then if I want to go to the next one, some activity here. So what are the characteristics of an effective trainer if I were to ask? Okay, let's do some activity here. Yeah, you can use this Mentimeter. Let me go to the page. Okay, you can scan the QR code there. Yeah, and then when they ask the code, it's up here. 71549637. Okay, can you get? You can scan the QR and the code is 71549637. Can you get the page?
This one.
So the question, what are the characteristics of successful trainers? Just key in what do you think would be the kind of trainers that you would prefer. What effective trainers should be? Successful trainers. So just key in some words. Yeah. These are some examples. Yeah. Contohnya. But what are the characteristics of successful trainers?
Oh, okay.
Okay. See, I can see the words coming, the word cloud coming up. So these are all your inputs. Some say inspiration, extrovert. You can put more than one. You can put 2 or 3 because what are characteristics? So from there we will see in the word cloud which word is the most prominent. So you can put 2 or 3 characteristics, up to you. Because maybe 3 of you will have the same characteristics that you have chosen. Then you can do more.
Besar maksudnya banyak orang.
So whichever word that is biggest in terms of font, that shows the character that you prefer in your trainers. Knowledgeable, you can see that it's more.
Then submit kan?
Huh?
Then press submit.
Submit. Kan? Why?
Dapat nak buat 10 kali.
Oh.
Dapat dah masuk.
Oh, we can see here kan? View the result.
Can. But you can still key it if you want to. Okay, give you another 30 seconds to key it if you have any more that you want. Can be similar to what you think. The first, let's say the most 3 important characters of successful trainers. Okay, interesting answers. Okay? Finish? Alright. So let's view our result using this one is in terms of this, Memana will go back to that. This is better. Yeah. So if we look at the biggest, what would be? Knowledgeable. Then extrovert. The next one would be about the same. Yeah. Okay, we've got risk taker, adaptability, sensitivity, easygoing, inspirational. Yes. Deep thinker. Deep thinker or deep thinker? Deep, deep, because there's another meaning of deep,
Yes.
Deep, good deeds, okay, influential, inspired, inspirational, bonding, bright, positivity, cheerful, creative, inspiration again. So if this were to be combined, maybe it will become bigger.
Yes.
Yeah. Knowledgeable. Yes, spelling is not right. Okay. So maybe this could be enlarged as well. Goal-oriented, motivated, passionate, talkative. Oh, the trainer has to be talkative. Okay. Well known. Wow. So you want to have the trainer to be somebody quite famous. All right. Okay. Engagement, good listener, engaging, knowledge again. Yeah, I think banyak ni. This one can be actually combined. Influence, just now influential, serious but joyful. Serious but joyful, positive minded. Okay, positive, confident. Yeah, can be together. All right, good. So remember, these are some of the characteristics that you think would be a successful trainer. Alright. Okay, want to take picture?
This is the traits.
Right. So let's go back to this slide, of the Mentimeter. So you've done this just now. Thank you very much. So these are basically the characteristics of successful trainers. So you just imagine, okay, these are the kind of people that you would prefer to become your trainer or facilitator in your training. And phase 3. So we're done with the instructional design. We move on to the phase 3. So you have designed your training. Let's say the method is going to be through on the job. Yeah, is it going to be through what call it just now? On the job training or off the job training. Yeah. So choosing the right training method depends on the KSA to be learned. So there are multiple training methods are often used in conjunction with different types of learners. Yeah. So then you need to choose the right instructional method, because when you want to implement your training, what will be your nature of training? The type of training that you're going to get. What will be the organizational extent of training and the importance of training outcome. So we are currently in phase 3. So let's take a look. These are all the different training methods. Yeah. Here we look at the learning outcomes, which is attitude, knowledge, and skills. Remember just now the KSA?
Yeah.
And this is in terms of training methods, whether they are passive or they are interactive. Yeah. So from the bottom up, you can see classroom, lecture, blended learning, seminar, conference. They are all quite passive. Yeah, because you basically just sit and listen. Yeah, maybe very little of activity. So the learning outcome in terms of attitude will also be very low. So this is low, this is high, kan? So you are not going to address so much on the attitude. Yeah. So if you go up further, you have case study, coaching. role play, behavior modeling, e-learning, simulation, internship, special assignment, and OJT is on-job training or apprenticeship. Yeah. So if you look at this, yeah, it's actually showing the learning outcome that you will get is very much on learning of skills, knowledge, and a little bit of attitude. Yeah. But just now my explanation in terms of classroom learning, it will be looking at attitude and knowledge. Yeah. But not so much on skills. Maybe yes, but skills will be more relevant if you conduct using these methods. Simulation, special assignment, co-op, and they are very interactive. Are you clear about reading this graph? Yeah? So, at the top, the most interactive methods of training will be on-job training, special assignment, internship, simulation, and LMS. But the most passive would be at this level. Yeah? But in terms of learning outcomes, you will see that where they lies at. Alright? Okay. So, training delivery method, we can see just now, on-the-job training. So you have your hands-on experience with the work that you are doing. So this is the common informal method of training. There are some drawbacks because sometimes on-job training they are very not that structured, a bit unstructured. Yeah. So poor training skills of the managers. Yeah, because when you do on-job training, you basically look at what whoever your buddy or whoever your boss is doing, what your boss is doing. So you normally attach to a person. Yeah, shadow the person. Yeah. So the manager that is leading you may have poor training skills. Yeah, that could be some of the drawbacks. The absence of well-identified job performance criteria, because then you are not being evaluated correctly. Yeah. So this is on-job training. Any of you have experience on-job training here in this class? Have you done on-job training before? It's cute. On-job training is basically you get hands-on. Let's say you have your supervisor, yeah, showing you, okay, this is how you do it.
Oh,
Alright, so it's on the job training. Okay. So hands-on experience with instruction from the supervisor or other trainer. Yeah. So, but there are structured on-job training. Let's say, okay, you will have a two weeks on-job training. So that 2 weeks you have to follow that supervisor and really try to understudy him and do whatever that he's doing and follow what he's doing. Yeah. So that is on-job training. Then you have apprentice. Anybody knows apprentice training? Again, it's quite similar to on-job training. Okay, when we talk about apprentice, maybe you will see people who are doing hardcore construction work, labor work, yeah, doing all the cementing, electrical, yeah. They are the apprentice, really looking at their senior on how they do things. So it can be quite similar to on the job, but they become apprentice first. They are not full-fledged person doing the job. Yeah. So mostly skilled trades is given thorough instruction and experience. Even if you want to become a trader, money changer, all this currency trader, sometimes you need to be an apprentice in the sense that you look at how the seniors are doing, know how to read the graphs and all the
Co-pilot.
Okay.
Co-pilot.
Yeah, co-pilot, yes, you have to go through, become a pilot, yeah, you need to go an apprentice training as well. Yeah. So with all the simulation that they have to attend, simulation training. That is what another term, which is cooperative training, that combines practical on the job with formal education. So they cooperate, a combination of on the job experience and formal. They go on the job and at the same time there is formal training that they have to attend. Then we've got internship. Familiar with internship?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. So whereby normally this is for students, the opportunity for them to gain real working experience. Yeah. We have classroom instruction. This is another training delivery method, whereby, like in this case, yeah, you have got a classroom full of trainees. Yeah. And then sometimes it can be through blended learning, lectures, demonstration, videos. Yeah. Then you have got simulation training. Yeah. So this would be very much, let's say, like what Dira mentioned on pilots. Yeah. How do they basically pilot the aircraft? Baking, cooking, simulation. Yeah. You're actually doing it. Yeah. Maybe the instructor will do a demonstration, yeah. So there is simulation, so you get the chance to also do it yourself, yeah. So that is on the job and also do some simulations, yeah. E-learning, yeah, very familiar. There are also, this is also another type of very way of doing training, yeah, through e-learning. And then learning management system. Some organizations will have an LMS, where they've got libraries of training materials virtually, yeah, learning environment, and you can actually do your assessment immediately after you attend the training, yeah. So it's an LMS. And then one more is blended learning, whereby you combine both in person and with online learning, right? We have behavioral modeling, role playing, coaching, and also through games. Yeah. So role playing is interesting, whereby you basically get your trainee to act out, yeah, for some kind of activity to see whether are they clear or understand in terms of the concepts that they have learned. Yeah. Behavior modeling is more like mentor, whereby you will model or look at how certain things are being done. Sometimes some people, especially you, the bosses will say, you come and follow me to a meeting. But you don't do anything in the meeting, you just sit down and look and listen. So basically, that is part of behavior modeling. Yeah, because then you get to see how do these managers behave, or what kind of things that they, yeah? How they present, what are the things that they discuss in the meeting, yeah? So those are all important, yeah? Don't say to your boss that, oh, I've got something to do, boss, please, yeah? If your boss asks you, come, please follow me to the meeting, follow me. There is a reason why you are being asked to follow, yeah? Coaching, yeah, this is also another form of training delivery, yeah. So whereby you get flow of instruction, comments and suggestions, yeah. So normally coaching will be very much, say at a higher level. You have executive coaching, people who are at the CEO level or senior manager level to improve on how they lead, manage, yeah, people. So they will have coaching or executive coaching, and that is in terms of leadership, yeah. But of course, training in terms of coaching, they really coach you. First step, you need to do this. Second step, yeah, and then you have to, I mean, like those who are in the games and athletics and all that. Then you have another training delivery method, which is via games. Case study, seminars, conferences, and also special assignments. So these are other types of delivery methods which is more critical in nature, yeah, especially case study and special assignment. Seminar and conferences, basically you just attend, yeah. But case studies and special assignments, you really get to explore your learning, your skills, yeah. So especially like special assignments, assigned to employees for the purpose of giving exposure and developing management and leadership skills. Yeah, so you get the opportunity to be developed, yeah, in this special class. Okay, additional training and development program. These are some other additional training. You may have orientation training, onboarding, ethics training, and diversity training. What do we mean by orientation training and onboarding? Anyone?
Onboarding orientation.
Orientation training and onboarding
For the new employees.
for new employees.
To make them
Okay.
and
Make
so
them
know,
feel.
know the place better.
Okay.
The
Welcome.
Foundation of the company.
Normally, how long is this onboarding program?
1 week.
1 week?
or
1 month? 2 weeks?
3 days.
Depends.
the company.
Depends on the company.
Yes, yes, yes.
It can be as short as 1 hour,
Oh yeah.
1 day,
1 day lah.
to 1 week,
Yes, yes.
yeah, to 1 month, to even maybe 6 months. Yeah. So it depends on, yeah, your answer is correct. Depends on organization in terms of the orientation training and onboarding, because it is required for the employees. Yeah. So it is a formal process of familiarizing new employees with the organization on their job and their work units. So normally it is organized by the HR department and includes all these lah: introduction to other employees, outline of training, attendance, conduct and appearance expectations, conditions of employment, such as hours and pay periods. So these are all the briefings that is going to be done. Yeah. It is important. Yeah. It's a process of systematically socializing new employees to help them get on board with the organization. But don't be surprised, there are companies that do not have any onboarding or orientation. Because once you get onto the job, first day, they give you files of things that you need to do already. What do you think if you were to go into that kind of organization? May I ask? Huh?
Just do it.
Just do it. Adi would say, Adi said, just do it. Yeah. Beggars cannot be choosy. Correct. You want that job, you want that paycheck, isn't it? They give you the job, just do it. But if possible, give some kind of orientation. Yeah. Yeah. So at least you get to know the people in the organization. Alright. Apa dia? Go to toilet, don't even know where to go for toilet. Yeah. So there's another type of training which is called ethics training. Yeah, ethics training, and this is more in terms of the business code of ethics, compliance, policies and procedures. Sometimes this can also be included for newcomers in the organization. But for people who are already in the company, you will be given what we call like a refresher. Yeah, because sometimes you've been like many years in the company, you tend to forget. Yeah, and then suddenly you are so used to the old habits, you forget all this policy, procedure, and business ethics. Yeah. So this you have this ethics training. Sometimes you get people from outside to do this ethics. Last, the type of training is what we call diversity and inclusion. So this is very important nowadays, yeah, because we want to ensure there is this diversity and inclusion. Yeah? So it's to be aware of the different nationality, background, or people that we have in the organization. Yeah. So, like for example, especially in the West, this is a very important thing, especially with the LGBTQ plus. Okay, plus I don't know whatever is going on at the end. They by right should be given equal opportunity. Yeah, so we have to embrace this diversity. And they have to be inclusive. So this diversity training is actually important, and it's becoming more popular here in Malaysia as well. Right? Okay, one more exercise. Imagine you are the training manager of a hotel that will open next year. Your GM asks you to develop a training program that aims to boost the team spirit of the newly formed executive committee members. your GM suggests you to organize a 2-day course in a resort location from 9 to 5 for both days. Your task is just suggest 3 training methods that you think will be suitable to the training team described above. Hint, this is attitude, not skills, no knowledge training. So what do you think the 3 training methods that will be possible? Maybe? Okay. Boost team spirit. You can use some of the ones that I've explained just now, the different types of the delivering training, yeah, training delivery. Remember the different types of delivery methods just now? Either coaching, role playing, behavior modeling, e-learning, internship program, simulations, on-job training. So these are all the different, or you can take from either one of these. Dia dah ada jawapan dia.
Aku dah nak jawab macam.
Okay, I'm go back to English. Saya nak tunjuk tak? Saya nampak. Sorry. Okay, got the answer already. Three training methods. Okay? Alright. So the group, what do you think will be the 3 training methods?
Games, team building.
Games, team building. Alright. We are going to a resort, eh? So games, team building. Another one? Role play.
More personality.
Okay. Because at the end of the day, you want to boost the team spirit, to have better bonding among employees. What about this group? Anything different from them?
Games.
Games. So they mentioned games, team building, and role playing.
Cross department appreciation.
Pardon?
Cross department
Cross department appreciation. Okay.
With team building, we will have games,
Uh-huh.
also trust building.
Trust building,
And
games.
so on like that.
Okay.
And then the next day we will have maybe
Kiss ID.
kisah dia bukan message.
Discussion in group. Betul.
Okay. Discussion, simulation, games, role play, maybe experiential exercise, and also some self-evaluation, self-reflection in other words. Okay, so those are the things that can get your employees to boost their relationship with one another. Okay, last phase, last phase, which is after you have conducted the training, implement the training, you need to evaluate. So when we evaluate, there are 4 levels of evaluation. Class, there are 4 levels of evaluation from reaction, learning,
Result,
behavior, result. So reaction, learning, behavior, result. So when we talk about reaction, did the participants like the training? So it's just looking at reaction.
Participation.
Yes. Now level 2, we look at learning. What skills, knowledge, or attitude can you see them change? Alright. At level 3 is a bit higher, whereby you will ask whether the participants have actually changed in terms of their behavior on the job. And lastly, when you look in terms of the evaluation, have the training able to impact business? Whether having achieved some kind of results. So that is at the higher level, because then you want to know whether has the training been effective. How effective are the training? Your company send you for don't know how much training cost, and then you want to see some kind of results at the end of the day. Okay, so this is how you measure program effectiveness. The subsequent slides, this one is actually explaining what is actually the reaction after you attended the training. Is it, I think I made a wrong decision attending this training? Yes, I think it was a good decision, or neutral. Okay, so it's actually the simplest and most common approach of training evaluation, whereby you will then do that assessment immediately after the program. Potential questions might include: what were your learning goals for this program? Did you achieve them? Do you like this program? How's the food? The room, is it too cold? Did the trainer deliver a good, content? What's the objective? Was it met? Would you recommend this to others? To attend this program? What suggestions do you want to give for improvement? And should the organization continue to offer this program? So this is at the very basic level, looking at reaction. The next level is learning. Then you will want to know, have they actually learned anything? How do you measure to see whether, if let's say you have learned from that program? How can you measure? Q&A, question and answer, give some kind of assessment. Alright? So you need to measure the knowledge acquired, skills improve, or attitudes change as a result of the training. So the key questions: did the trainees achieve the desired learning objectives? Did they learn it? So how are you going to measure that? Through tests, assignments, discussion, or Q&A. So betul what I been mentioned just now. So you need to gauge whether have you actually learned. He is actually listening very well. Okay, so because or else how else are you going to evaluate if the person have actually learned? Only through some kind of assessment or test, right? So this is on learning. The next level, so that, okay, another thing, you can also do this by measuring pre and post. Meaning before attending training, what is their level of knowledge? After attending the training, have their level of knowledge improved? Okay, so this is on the level 2, learning. The next level is behavior. Performers often return from trainings motivated, but behavior is not applied back at the workplace. Why? Maybe training doesn't meet the requirement. Length of time between learning and application is too long. Lack of support from management and or work environment. The key thing is that when you attend training, your boss actually hoping to see some change in behavior. Maksudnya, from before you were not really good in terms of communication. After attending the training and applying that concept and practicing your communication skills, after a few months, suddenly you become a flawless communicator. That is a change of behavior. That is what your boss hopes to see. That means there is a transfer of training, transfer of knowledge that have been implemented. Checking to see whether they actually apply what they have learned on the job. Involves testing the trainees' capabilities to perform learned skills while on the job. If let's say you went for technical training, it's easy to see the change in behavior because from you do not know how to do content creation, then you can actually do the content creation. That is actual change in behavior. But soft skills a bit more difficult. Yeah. Soft skills a bit more difficult to see in terms of the change in behavior, especially decision making, negotiation. Unless normally the boss will have to do this observation. The boss will have to evaluate. So at this level, it is the immediate superior will then do the evaluation to see if there is any change in the behavior. So do people use their newly acquired skills on the job? Have the newly acquired skills improve the performance of the employee? I see there are improvements in Nisha. When she attended the meeting recently, she was able to express and communicate to people in the meeting. So the boss himself had acknowledged that. Alright, good, shabas. So data sources can be then, as I mentioned, observation, performance appraisal, maybe through tests or assignments as well, and discussion. Alright, last but not least, the last level of evaluation will be looking at the return of investment. I send you for a 3,000 ringgit program. What do I get back in return? The boss asks you. Okay? So this is actually the most difficult to evaluate. And some companies find it difficult to evaluate unless it is technical job. And the things that you do can be easily measurable. Let's say production line, you can see before there is let's say 10 defects in a day. But after they have attended the training, the defects came down to let's say only 2. And from that reduction of 8 defects, that translates to how much of RM. Yeah, how much of RM, how much of cost saving, how much of profit. In a way. Tapi first of all, in terms of reduction in waste, reduction in cost, reduction in wastages. So calculating the benefits derived from the training. How much did quality improve, let's say, because of the training program? How much has it contributed to profit? What reduction in turnover and wasted materials did the company get after the training? So how much has productivity increased and by how much has cost been reduced? So you can look at some of these data to see whether there are improvement, let's say incident, errors, output, efficiency, turnover has become much lesser after people attended that resort, 2-day resort to boost morale. 6 months after that, nobody resigned. Contohnya, very low turnover. So productivity, downtime, employee satisfaction improved. Absenteeism low. Okay, so you need to look at some data to see whether your training has been effective. Okay. Okay, so that is on return on investment and benchmarking. So those are the 4 stages I mentioned. Lastly, what will be the future trends in training? What do you think? You've attended trainings before, yeah? Still going to attend training, but what do you think will be the future trends? More on AI, online, you have virtual training more, okay? You can attend training that is being conducted in the US, in India, yeah? You don't actually have to fly over there, yeah? Anything else? Yeah? Very much on technology in terms of training delivery. You can have virtual, yeah? Demand for training for virtual work arrangements, yeah? More usage of LMS, okay? And your training will definitely be focusing on business needs and performance, okay? And training departments will have to maybe can develop more partnerships and outsource, because not all trainings have to be done internally. You can actually outsource, meaning you can attend external program, yeah? And training and development will be viewed more from a change perspective, meaning you want to do some kind of organizational change, culture in the company. So it is more for development purpose. So in summary, yeah, on what we have covered today, what I want to emphasize, training is not a cost, it's a strategic investment in people. Yeah, because a lot of organizations view that training, investment in training is a waste of money. Yeah, meaning if they want to cut costs, first thing they will say training. Don't send our people for training anymore. I don't see the result after they attend the training. Okay, so that is the first avenue that they want to cut costs. No more allocation for training budget. Okay, so but a good organization, a more strategic organization would view training as a strategic investment. Alright, so remember what we have covered today. What is the purpose of training and development? Yeah, to build skills, expand knowledge, and shape attitudes. Yeah, your K, S, A. Alright, so that is the 3 key concepts that you should remember today. Okay, after I walk out from this door, KSA. Alright, so those KSA is needed to enhance your job performance. Right, and the difference between training and development, training will be more short term, very task-based. Development will be more long term and more about growth. Yeah, and you have this ASP model. Yeah, I mentioned just now, attitude, skills, and knowledge to not just enhance your performance, yeah, to close performance gaps. And your training development process, the 4 phases just now, you have needs analysis, then you have design, delivery, and evaluation. Yeah, by the way, the evaluation model that we have just now, the 4 levels of evaluation, what are they? Okay, Adi, yes. The first level is reaction, then learning, behavior, results. Okay, so that is the evaluation. That model is by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick is the person that develops the model, right? Lastly, in terms of future trends, it will be very much technological driven, yeah, using LMS and alignment with business strategy. Okay, just some closing exercise. Yeah, I want to ask you, just reflect at your own place. What is one concept we learned today that you didn't know before? Okay, I just want to see what you have learned today. Yeah, before this you didn't know about this concept. And this one training concept you want to explore further and why? From all these concepts that you learn, what one training concept that you wish after this, yeah, you want to explore and do more research on? Yeah? Okay, I'm just going to pick a few of you, not everyone. So just get ready with your answers on these two questions. Okay, ready? Very simple. Yeah? Skill. Okay, what one concept you learned today that you didn't know before is skill? Still thinking is skill?
Yes.
Okay. She was a bit surprised when I called her name. Alright. So maybe I go to Faik. What one concept you learned today that you didn't know before? Okay, you need to ask your partner. But it's you. What one concept you learned today? Yeah? From this training, what was one thing that you learned today that you didn't know before? One concept. Okay, anyone would like to volunteer? Yes.
For me, before this, I didn't see the training is an investment for any company. I just think that it's just something that is beneficial for the individual only.
Okay.
But after the lecture, it changed my POV about the training, and it gave me more
Insights.
Insights that training is an investment for a certain company.
Alright.
For the future growth.
Good. Alright. So Iza mentioned that she never knew that that perspective that training is more viewed as an investment, right? And what is something that you would like to explore further after this program?
Maybe about behavioral training.
Behavioral training.
Because as we discussed earlier, which we believe that attitude is the most difficult
To develop.
approach the growth. So I would like to know more about the behavioral side.
Thank you very much. Any other volunteer? Yes, Shah?
One concept that I learned today that I didn't know before is about the training and development process. So previously I only work, at my desk without knowing there's actually this kind of systematic
Approach,
framework
yeah.
and approach that HR and management have to think and integrate into the company to make the staff more efficient and company more success like in the long term.
Yeah.
Alright, good. So now you know that there is a training delivery process.
Yes, it's not like just ambil saja.
Okay. Alright, and last
The one training concept I want to explore further and more is the LMS integration because that is another one that I haven't heard before.
Okay. Alright. Learning management system, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, yeah. I'm not able to go through that because it's going to be a longer time. Anyone else? Yes? Yeah, Adi?
Okay, so for me,
Because we are waiting what you're going to say, right? So that's why we look at you.
nervous.
Okay.
Okay, to say that I didn't know is quite hard because
I know
I
everything.
but something that I actually kind of forgot about
Okay,
it
alright.
because my previous
Study.
not study. My basic position is in actually L&D. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's some part of it that you share with me actually kind of remind me,
Alright.
and some of it that I forgotten about it.
Okay.
So
Which one refreshed your memory? Which part?
more to like what kind of the reports
Okay.
that we need to prepare,
Yeah.
and actually about that ASA or considered as the KSA. And also there's another part, Kirkpatrick model. Yes. I sometimes forgot about the model because that part is kind of important for us actually.
Yeah, correct. Okay, but what else do you think you want to explore further after this training, after this program? Maybe to know more about that particular concept.
So for me, I think I want to more on the soft skills.
Soft skills.
Yeah, more on the leadership styles.
Alright.
Yeah, I would love to learn more how the leader lead the people, even without their what's called the name of the leader.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Anyone last one? No. Okay. So, just final words that I want to say. Yeah, I hope when you leave this room, you will remember these are some of the things that we've covered today. Yeah, and this quote that training is not a cost. Yeah, it's a strategic investment. But my last quote is that you can't teach people everything they need to know. The best you can do is position them where they can find what they need to know when they need to know it. Yeah? Meaning not everything has to be done through training if you want to transfer knowledge. Yeah? Sometimes you must get the person to be on the job. Yeah? To be at the right position, because at that place they will learn something. Yeah? And sometimes whoever that you work with, yeah, it's good that in your career that you find the right mentor. Yeah, because if you have that right mentor, that right supervisor that can teach you, that's not easy to come by. Yeah, but if you get that opportunity, yeah, definitely, you learn much faster and you learn the right things. Alright. So with that, thank you very much. Yeah, I hope you have learned what is needed for this module 3 on training and development. Yeah. So after this, there is an evaluation that you need to fill up for the assessment of this training. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you. If there's anything after this that you would like to ask or anything, can just contact me. Yeah. I'm available.
And personality awareness